Mrs. Fatima Khan. I'm mother of Dr. Abbas Khan, who got killed in Syria.
And you traveled here to Geneva. Why did you come here?
I want to ask the regime why they killed my son. Why? Why? They are the government. They are big people. They should have more big heart. According to law of their country, if somebody enter without a visa, then it's 1 day imprisonment and they deport, or not 1 month, not 1 day, 1 month in imprisonment and go.
Why do you think this happened? What do you understand, if anything, about what happened to your son?
Sir, there is too much propaganda in London that Syria, women and children are dying, no doctors, no medicine, no food. So my son, he felt, like many others, he felt that instead of sending some money, I will go and give my services as well and come back quick. He didn't go to fight or anything. And it was so unfortunate that they arrested him and they tortured him, kept him for 8 months, torturing. He became a skeleton. And when I went there, they put him in a civil prison where he was happy, he put on weight, he wanted to come back. Every day he was looking forward. He even phoned me, "Mummy, they are releasing dozens and thousands prisoners. Just for one prisoner, I'm only one prisoner. Why they are taking so long? Why they are keep making excuses every time?" I say, "I don't know, son. They are keep changing the judges, keep changing the lawyer. I don't know what's going on. The judges are confused. Minister of Justice is confused. I don't know what to say."
And what was the last thing you said to him? When did you speak with him last?
I spoke to him on, he wrote a letter to me on 12th of December, and on 11th he phoned me and he said, "Mummy, I received your honey roasted peanuts and chocolate and a letter, and I'm replying to the letter, and I'll give it to the policeman who Abu Hussein, who every day who used to take chocolates and honey roasted peanuts. I used to pay him $30 every time. Yes, $30 every day he was making. I don't care. I said, my son is here. I will give him as much he wants. And 2:30 when he is coming back from Adra prison, he used to give me letter. He gave me a letter, and everything was okay. And Friday afternoon, Friday the 13th, the bad date, all of a sudden the military people, national security people, they went in the civil prison, they pick him up, took him to a military court for no reason, military prison, put him in the cell for 2 days, and Monday morning they poison him, and once they poison him, they hang him, and they say, "Oh, he committed suicide." I was there.
You were in Syria?
I was in Syria when they picked him up on Friday. One prisoner's fiancée, she phoned to my family in England that, "Look, your son is not in Adra prison." The national security picked him up, and I come to know only on 14th. And I went crazy. I was running all over Damascus. All the other prison guards, they come and see me. I gave them thousands of dollars. I said, "Please tell me where is my son." I phoned Judge Badawi. He didn't do anything. He didn't bother phoning around that where they took him. And Judge, I gave him $1,000 to his daughter, and he didn't bother asking people that where you took him. On 14th, I was restless. And then on 15th, I went to Ministry of Justice. I said, "Please tell me, have I done something wrong, or did my son did something wrong, that he's going to be released in 2 days, and where you took him?" And at Ministry, they said, "Don't worry, your son is more happy than you." I don't know what he meant by that. And on 16th, I was just praying. I was sitting in my hotel. I received a call from Ministry of Justice that, "Come, we'll give you your son today." And I went there, and he says, "Go with this man, with national security man. Your son's problem will be solved today. Every problem you will go and see your son. And I went with this man. I was distributing chocolates, Bounty and Snicker as usual. And that man was keep taking out the gun and keep putting it back in his jacket. No, but my heartbeat was going funny, and I said, my son is a doctor. Allah, please take me to my son. He will check my heartbeat. And when I went to National Security Office, there was a big prison. And in those prison buildings, one building, he stopped the car and he took me inside. And I said, is my son is here? They say, no. I said, do you speak English? He said, no. Then I gave quite a lot of chocolates to everybody, and those animals, they were eating chocolates, they were looking at each other and smiling. I didn't know why they were smiling. And they knew that they killed my son, and this old woman is here to take his dead body, and I didn't know. And then took me to another room, a posh room, and he says, sit down. I said, no, I don't want to sit down. Tell me, where is my son? He said, no, you sit down. I said, no, tell me what's going on. Can you talk to me in English? He said, yes, I can talk to you in English. And then he said, first accept our deep condolence. I said, what? Yes, accept our deep condolence for your son. I said, why? What happened? He was not well. I said, what do you mean not well? I spoke to him 2 days ago. He said, no, he committed suicide today morning. I said, what? Khalas, my son no more? He said, yes, unfortunately no more. And and I picked up my bag and I hold it to my heart. I said, something is going to happen to me now. And they say, come. There was a closed door there, and they say, come, his dead body is there and CCTV camera is there. You can see what happened. I say, no, you killed him. He say, no, we didn't kill him. If we wanted to kill him, why we transfer him to Adra? I say, yes. Why you brought him here? He said to take him to court. I said, this is not his court. His court is in Meze. I know where his court is. Why you brought him here? To kill him? I told him on his face. And that man, I don't know who was he, and he said, no, he committed suicide. I said, no, you killed him and you're going to kill me as well. Let me go. And 2 men were pulling my hands to take me to my son's dead body. And 3 were standing and laughing. That look what is happening. Then I walk outside, I switch on the phone. They took all my bag and check everything from my bag. And I turn on the phone and I told my other son, I said, they killed your brother. And he started crying, and I gave the phone to that man who speaks in English. And that man, he didn't want to talk to my son. I said, take me home, I want to go home. I don't know why I was so scared, sir. I didn't bother seeing my son's dead body. And they say in the morning he ate breakfast, and after eating breakfast we went to check him, and foam was coming in from his mouth. So it means they gave him poison. Foam comes only when they poison. And I think once they gave him poison, they hang him.
Now, you had a chance to see some of the government representatives here in Geneva. What happened?
No, they say he entered Syria without a visa. I say, sir, yes, everybody is coming. And he was a humanitarian aid worker. So he said, no, he came to Syria, so it's a killing offense. They are not denying. They are not denying.
Did you speak to any of the Syrian government people today, Ms. Buthaina or someone?
I saw Dr. Busina Shaban, but just she avoided me. And I met her in Damascus regarding my son's release, and I met her. 10 minutes, she spoke to me very well. And she gave me every assurity that I'll see what I can do. And I will talk to George Galloway as well. I hand over George Galloway letter to her, and she said I will phone George Galloway.
Do you believe your son was killed because he was helping Syrians that were on the rebel side?
Sir, it was only unfortunate that he was found at the rebel area, but he wasn't helping rebels. No, he was my son. I know him. He has nothing to do with the conflict.
What will you try to do for the rest of your stay here?
I want to raise my voice that why they kill my son. This is not the way. And if they have no sense of judgment to judge who is a humanitarian aid worker and who is a killer, who is a fighter and who is a lifesaver, then they should not be in power. Please, they should not be in power. Please, I beg rest of the world to help save Syrians. 80% Damascus people, they hate regime, but they don't want to say anything because they are scared. They can't breathe.
Well, thank you very much. I'm sorry to make you go through that again.
No problem.